Been with some decent women and some just troubled women and some undervalued women, all types.
Yeah.
And
You still hook up with the ugly ones or what?
no, these days, I mean, I try to find that a little bit of beauty in everybody, but sometimes you got to really get in there to see it.
What's the one thing we're not talking about that we really should be?
Oh, dude, I remember one time I saw these massive birds, right? They call them in your country.
they call them
massive
birds.
Beautiful, strong. I went to this place called Newcastle. Have you heard of this?
Yes, we've heard
Okay.
of Newcastle.
And this taxi drops me off. There was a big room, like a big window, and they were in there naked. What do you call it? Tits?
Yes.
Tits. And they were beating each other with pillows in there, bro. And I sat out there and watched, smoked a cigarette out there.
And that's the one thing no one's talking about.
Huh?
And that's the one thing
Bro,
no one's talking about.
there was 7 of these women in there.
I can see why you brought it up. It's an
And it
important
was
point, Theo.
fucking, it was serious, man. Oh.
What kind of girls do you like? Oh, man. I like all kinds of girls. Really big, small, sleeping. Who hasn't? Dated a lazy-eyed girl for a little bit. Don't laugh, man. She's a hell of a skeet shooter. That's my favorite joke, man. I used to get mad and get up in her face and go, pull, and just watch her eye go out like that. That's my favorite joke. But, I don't know, man. I like to date a homeless lady, man, because after the date, you could just drop her off anywhere. But I like a strong girl, you know. I like a sturdy gal, man. Kind of girl who, get into some things, you know. I mean, these skinny girls, man, like making love to a can of pickup sticks, you know. I'm serious, man. It's like making love to a pillowcase full of deer antlers. I need a freaking sturdy, man. I need a girl that's got a little rump, you know? I need a girl that's got some in her, you know? Maybe a little diesel in the tank. The kind of girl that'll just snatch a goat off a bridge if she has to. You know, the kind of girl that gets into some things. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause these skinny girls just don't do it for me, man.
I got a girl for you.
You do?
Yeah, she's got a speech impediment. She does this a lot.
If she can cook, I will take her, man. I'm serious. I'm serious, Michael. A lot of women don't cook anymore, man. And here's my thought. It's true, gentlemen. Look at us, hungry clap. You hear that hunger clap? You hear that hunger clap? And here's my thoughts, ladies. If God didn't want you to cook, then why did he naturally put milk and eggs in your body? Ingredients, people, ingredients. I'll have the crate, sister.
And the man went out in the world and did the world work, and the woman stayed at home and took care of the family work. And I don't think it was ideal for anybody, but the kids were fat and the cat was fed. And you got home from work and your wife was standing there with the mail and she's like, tell me what the mail says. And I'm not saying it was perfect. I'm just saying that it worked. And then women started wanting to do everything. We want to chew gum. We want to wear hats. We want to drive big rigs. We want to CrossFit. CrossFitting? What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all are doing chin-ups in an abandoned shed all morning? We're fucking starving at the house. Our boy can't read. And you're worried about muscle density? When I married you, you had an ass, now you got glutes? What are glutes? Don't make that thing any harder for daddy to get into.
Why, do you date a lot of whites or not?
I haven't made love to a white in years, dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
The first girl you ever made love to, was she...
Fat.
No.
Yeah. She was fat first.
Damn.
Yeah, she was fat first.
Dude, I got food poison one time hooking up with a big girl.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Salmonella?
No, I think she just had so much food in her and it poisoned me somehow. I remember when I was young, I could not talk to girls. I just felt embarrassed. I couldn't talk to girls that I liked. That was the toughest part. I was just afraid. I just had this thing built in my head that they hated me or that they just did not like me. And I remember one time, this girl I was just in love with as a child, I remember that I spit in her hair because I was so pent up with wanting to just tell her that I liked her maybe or something that I couldn't. So I just gathered every bit of genetic ability, liquid ability in my face and just deposited it onto her head one time. And I ended up getting suspended for that.
This lady had the darkest bush on her body. Because some girls got that body bush, they still rocking that front bush. And this was upstate New York, and anything goes up there. You know, you'll have a woman who'll have a tattoo on the back of her throat up there. You know, they'll have a woman just a huge semi-automatic weapon tattooed across, just right across her tits. I mean, it's wild. That's neck tat country. You know, that's tetanus shot. Everybody up there stepping on rusty nails, and that's tetanus shot country. And this lady, she ended up making love to me, and she had a real dark bush, man. I'm like, she just dyed it with cold water. You know, like she had just dyed it with like the devil was making ink pens and they went out of business at the company and he had a bunch of extra ink and she got a hold of some of it because maybe her stepbrother broke into the factory and he got a hold of some and he gave some to her for Christmas because they didn't have much money.
Eventually, you would really have to prove yourself.
I would not be able to. But that's okay. That's all I want is the chance to not be able to prove myself. That's all.
But you know what? You might, if you were willing to, because Bobby doesn't eat ass at all, and I love certain things that he's not into. So if you were inclined to do stuff he wouldn't, or fill some holes,
okay,
I might consider cohabitation.
Oh wow. Okay. So I guess I better practice the brown cow work at the farm.
I'm not like a chronic, I don't love it all the time, but 3 times a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You mean holidays? Oh, that's
holidays.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some stuff I think around the holidays is real nice, man. Especially if everybody showered up and everybody's in a good mood, you know.
To write a poem, and I am pretty nervous, but I will do my best. My wiener is chill, man. It ain't trying to do no crime. It ain't even that hard a lot of the time. And that's true, actually, because a lot of times I'll get like those wiener pills from the gas station. You know what I'm talking about? Them real giraffe makers, you know? Make my legs sweat, actually. My wiener is trill. My wiener is candid. It looks like Joe Pesci. It's that wet bandit. But I'm lit to the fact that girls are far more than sex. They are champions and soldiers with power in their breasts. They are creative and equal and warm and life-bringing. I love Dolly Parton, but it's because of her singing. My wiener is chill, man. It ain't trying to do crime. It ain't even that hard a lot of the time. My wiener ain't Weinstein. My wiener ain't Cosby. But sometimes it wishes for a little bit of vajosby. You feel me?
Hello. This is poems called Things I Thought of Today. I'm a man, sort of, and I try to do right, like Rosie O'Donnell taking a small bite. She's a big girl. But it's so confusing to know what to think and what to say. If only I wasn't an atheist, at least I could pray. Okay. I used women for sex, and some have used me. They seem depressed. So we're all the same, except you sit when you pee, and you can't spell woman without men, and there's no men without woman. So I guess at the end of the day, we're all just pieces of shit. Thank you. Okay.
So I don't dislike feminists.
I don't dislike feminists, I just don't want to hear their poetry.
There were moments that I enjoyed and there were moments that I had also fear. But at least we learned something, you know?
We didn't. I think I learned a little bit during the day with the group. I think they became more accepting, you became more accepting, I became more accepting. And then the poetry ruined it all, and now I'm back to where I fucking started.
I'll say this, I learned that they laugh at a lot more stuff than I thought they would. I didn't think that they would laugh at anything. But I think most of them were seen pretty, I don't even know.
I'm dumber for hearing that sentence.
Yeah. Today was a really good day. I got to take one of my heroes.
Yo, let's talk about a real issue at hand. Trash piling up, it's time to take a stand. From plastic bottles to styrofoam cups, our planet's drowning, it's time to wake up. Garbage trucks roll, streets lined with waste, but where does it go? It's not a race to the landfill, a mountain of despair, but we can change course, show that we care. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Single-use plastics, they gotta go. From straws to bags, it's time to say no. Bring your own cup, your own tote bag. Small steps add up, let's not lag. Sorting all waste is not that tough. Recycling centers, that's where it's rough. Separate paper, glass and cans. Give them a new life, that's the plan. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. But it's not just about the stuff we toss. It's about the mindset, there's no loss. Composting food waste, it's a win. Turning scraps to soil, let's begin. Educate the masses, from young to old. The future's at stake, let the story unfold. For the sake of our planet, our home sweet home. Let's clean up our act, together we roam. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand.
Into, you know, snatch Afghanistan and really see what was going on with some feminists. And in the end, I think we both learned some stuff. We learned that some feminists are cool. It takes a lot of fabric and extra textiles to make one of those vajostumes. And 3, I really like Uber Select. And that I'll tip my driver the same, whether they're male or female.
Can I have permission to hug?
Yeah, you get in there.